Hello, you're listening to another episode of Moral Ambiguity, Blood Money. So, the last time we played, the episode started with Jack planning a meeting between Laeral, Silverhand, and himself under the guise of Strahd von Zarovich in hopes that maybe that'll get him close enough to receive a gift from her. Sonia mentioned using her background as a noble to vouch for Jack/Strahd if the meeting were to happen. Jack drafted up a letter and planned on sending it through the mail. Varroth explained to everybody that he had more than enough money to cover the cost of an adamantine bar. He also handed over the padlocked book from the Growlhund library to Jack. Inside were important dates of birth and death for the Growlhund family, and it exposed that they were deeply involved with devils. Sonia pulled the stopper from the Ifriti bottle that she had and freed the Ifriti inside. He introduced himself as Tandu and agreed to Sonia's plan of plane shifting himself into Barovia to see if it even still exists. He obliged and disappeared. Your plan for the day was then as follows. Sonia was going to go visit Corellon to see if he had anything adamantine. Jack and Varroth went to go see Zoblob, and Ilphelodel went to talk with the Genasi Smiths in the neighborhood. Corellon didn't have any stock and sent Sonia to go visit Crag, who only had a nugget of adamantine. Sonia made the purchase and went back to the manor. Meanwhile, Jack and Varroth interrogated Zoblob about the mirror that was in the Xanathar's lair. Zoblob protested that he knew about the mirror and denied any dealings with the beholder. Zoblob did claim that in an old life he was a beholder, but he never met up with Xanathar.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember that. I actually remember that.
Ilphelodel met with Avi and Embrick, the Genasi Smith couple, just outside of Trollskull Alley. He asked about whether they could get adamantine, and they said they actually had a shipment on the way. It would only be a few hours. Varroth and Jack made a stop at Edward's Weapons and Defense, where the shop owner, Edward, did indeed have an adamantine bar, but tried to scam some extra gold from Varroth. Varroth, not falling for that bullshit, gave Edward the normal price of the bar and just walked out.
Because he's a fucking racist dick.
When you all reconvened back at the manor, Casimir told Ilphelodel that he got a letter. After reading it, Ilphelodel left the manor to go think with Sonia following behind him.
So what do we want to do?
Yeah, how do you want to handle that situation?
As it stands right now, I'm just kind of waiting on the letter to come back.
Right.
So I'm kind of here for whatever you guys need until that point.
I mean, Ilphelodel would just be essentially waiting for what's coming. He doesn't really have a goal or like a objective when he leaves. He basically just goes out to like wander. And
I can't remember. Did you tell us what the letter was about?
No.
It was about a visitor. I think that was about as much as Ilphelodel said.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. So I guess the question is, how long are we walking before I would get bored? And Sonia just asked, what are we doing?
That depends how quickly Sonia would get bored. Because Ilphelodel would keep walking.
You know what? I'm going to roll a d20. 18. So I was going to translate that into minutes. So and add what I was going to do is I was going to multiply it 10 and say that many minutes. So 180 minutes. That's really fucking high. Apparently we roam around for 3 hours before I finally get bored.
Let's see. Is there? How about this? Is there like a temple of Corellon in the city somewhere?
There probably is. I'll say that there is.
I'll say that that's where Ilphelodel would walk to. But he just stands outside. He doesn't go in. I imagine him standing there, like, you know, he's dressed in like his his like elf core goth clothing, like just looks like he hasn't slept
Elf
ever.
core.
He just looks like he hasn't slept. He's like pale, but in like the kind of paleness, not like twilight pale, but like corpse pale.
Right.
And he's just standing there. He smells like grave dirt and like dusty like mausoleums. And he's just standing there looking at like the temple of Corellon. And like, I imagine there's probably all kinds of, there would probably be a lot of elves, I imagine, around the temple of Corellon.
Yeah, and even though it is a little later in the afternoon, it's still pretty busy. It's like it's between like late day and evening time right now. I'd say it's like 6 or 7 o'clock, so it's still pretty busy. Nobody really seems to pay you any mind.
And I think that's where Ilphelodel would just kind of stop and just sort of look around and looking like he wants to go in the temple but doesn't feel like he should. If Sonia has followed thus far, you can Ilphelodel has finally stopped walking. Or if Sonia just left, that's fine too.
Yeah,
It's okay. You can say it. It's time for role playing. So
he stops in front of this sort of like green and yellow tinted or green and yellow colored sort of stone, almost like a cathedral. It's got some stained glass above the front double doors that depict some elves in a praising or in a prayer position.
is this a elven? It says this is an elven.
Yeah, you recognize this as a temple to Corellon.
Cool. What's that about? Nick asks because he doesn't know.
So Corellon is like the god of the elves, more or less.
Okay.
Hang on.
He's like Elven Odin.
Would he have? Does he do anything when it comes to like raising the dead or dealing with dead or like?
No, he's more so about the preservation of life.
Okay.
They said the Elven Odin, not the Elven Osiris.
Okay, yeah. So, are we here to like throw rocks at the kids or something?
Jesus Christ.
No. To be honest, I don't really know why I came here. It's a waste of time anyway.
I mean,
Ilphelodel will just turn to Sonia and just kind of his demeanor shifts, and Ilphelodel's like really weird, like sort of aloof persona drops for a second, and he's just like, there's somebody from my past, as far back as my childhood, who is apparently coming to find me. And this person had a great deal of impact on my life. But I feel that I failed them. I turned away from their teachings and I took up studies and weapons that were profane. And he kind of like, and like with his hands, he kind of mimics like a zombie walking, like with his fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, those guys. And basically, I have no clue what the fuck meeting them is going to be like. I don't know if they're going to hate me, be disappointed in me, maybe a combination of both.
Sonia puts a hand on Ilfel's shoulder and goes, you know, I gave up the entire elven life just to punch things in the face. So I kind of get what you mean. I don't know, man. I can't tell you how to feel, but like, I think out of all of us, you seem to have it together the most. So like, just.
Ilphelodel like flashes back in his head to the time that he like melted Ezek's brain, and like the time that they like drowned a vampire spawn in a river so that Ilphelodel could take his bones.
Yeah.
Just
That's a deep cut.
That's literally like the first session of this game.
Yeah, that is first couple. Damn.
Pre-podcast.
That's a pull.
Mm-hmm.
Look, man, you turned one of the strongest vampires who's probably ever lived into like your servant. So, I mean, I hope it goes well for you, but like, if they don't want you, we've always got your back, man.
Ilphelodel will like return the gesture and put like his hand on the opposite shoulder of Sonia and just say, regardless of what they say or whatever becomes of meeting this person, my home is with the gang. My home is with the Ghouligans. That nothing changes that. I may have been a bit. I struggle to show that sometimes. That I do recognize our little family as home. But it is. I just have a difficult time expressing, you know, living being sentiments.
Well, luckily, you have a long time to practice.
This is true.
When I die, please don't make my skeleton do something stupid.
And let's just cut there.
Yes.
Let's jump cut right there.
All right. So Varroth and Jack, you guys are back at the manor. Think I said last time Arabelle and Pity are like playing in the corner together. They're playing some crude, macabre sort of game.
No. We established she is doing the fucking taxes for the
right.
My God.
I will not have. She is. I will. This thing I'm pushing of Arabelle being the smartest person of the group and keeping the business afloat I will not let it go away.
Okay.
She's gonna come to us one day and be like, "We have a 401k. You guys all have a 401k."
By the way, I've diversified your portfolios.
Yeah.
You did our what to our what's in our what's now?
Don't worry about it. You're gonna make money.
Oh, okay.
So, what are you guys doing back at the Troll Skull Manor?
I was at the bar. I was probably just at the bar drinking. That was my plan.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't really have a plan because the fellow kind of just left suddenly, and we're like, okay.
Basically, sharing a drink with Varroth. Yeah, how are things going with you, man?
Still getting used to not sleeping ever.
Yeah, that's not great. Like, I can't really get drunk, and that kind of sucks. But not being able to sleep sounds like way worse.
No, I mean, it's part of serving the Raven Queen, I guess. But like, I get rest, I guess, but like, I don't sleep. It's weird.
It's a little weird.
You don't feel tired from lack of sleep.
Yeah. Like, Like I can just keep going and going and going and going. Some little pink bunny or something.
That's a little worrisome, if I'm being honest. But
What's more worrisome, that or half the shit you do, Mr. Rip my face off?
that's all magic and illusions. You know that, right? I'm not actually ripping my face off.
I'm just saying.
It does hurt, but you get used to it after a while.
Hey, Jack, you hear in your head a familiar voice.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Jack. How are things?
I look around.
Casimir and Petrina at this point have gone to bed.
Does the voice, you said the voice sounded familiar?
Yeah. You recognize it as the voice of Asmodeus.
Oh. I look down at my drink. And I look back up at Varroth. Let me go do some stuff. I'll be back.
Everything alright?
Yeah, I'll be alright. I gotta go deal with some stuff. Kinda forgot I had some stuff to deal with.
Gotcha.
And I'm gonna head upstairs.
Okay.
Can I help you?
I just thought I would pop in and let you know that I've upheld my end of the bargain.
What end
how-
of what bargain?
You know, I save your eternal soul, and in return you pay me 500,000 gold.
Yeah, that's weird about that whole 500,000 gold thing. I don't quite understand why you need money, but I am working on it.
Well, I do recall our deal was being made on the precedence of no questions asked, but do you know that worship of me is becoming a little more accepting?
Yeah, that's something I did notice. Recently we've had some conversations with some people who seem to think that that's a cool thing to do, which, hey, good for them, I suppose. Branching out.
Ooh, who did you come into contact with?
It was the Castellaners, right?
Growlhund.
Oh, the Growl. Okay. Yeah, it was the Growlhuns. Found a few things in their back room, I guess you could say.
Between
In
you
their
and me,
bedroom.
the Growlhuns are kind of phonies. All of their wealth was acquired through nefarious means.
Are you giving them the money I'm giving you?
Oh, the Growlhuns? Pff, no. No.
Wait, is this how you get people their money? You get. I'm very confused. I just am very confused by the money thing.
Well, I was getting to there. I just wanted to talk a little shit about the Growlhuns.
Fair.
The money, I'm actually funding a project.
Look out. It's an MLM. It's an MLM.
He's going to start talking about synergy.
Yeah. Listen, if you're gonna start talking about synergy, I don't want to hear it.
Asmodeus is a Marxist-Leninist Maoist?
What?
Wait, Asmodeus
what?
is a man-loving man? There's so many...
I mean, he might.
MLM is an acronym for so many things. We gotta be clear.
Multi-level marketing specifically, but he could be a man-loving man. Who knows? Maybe he's into that.
But yeah, he says, I'm funding a little project. Since Asmodeus, it feels weird to talk about myself in the third person. Since worship of me is becoming a little more accepted, we need the funds to open more temples.
You want to make a temple.
More temples.
You want to open up a new temple to you.
Oh,
where?
several.
Franchising.
Several temples.
Where?
Oh, some in Kalimshan, some in Cormyr.
What is your end goal? What do you get out of it? Like, do you think more people are gonna follow you?
Yeah. And the more people that worship me, it's a beneficial process. I
Okay.
get a lot from people talking me up.
I see. Look, I really appreciate your help.
And
He sort of stops for a moment. And he's been sitting on the bed. He sort of stands up and looks in the mirror. Do you know what this thing is?
what
This
is
thing that wants my soul that's not you? Because I thought for the longest time it was you, but apparently not.
Oh yeah, I know what it is. And it's very nasty.
Okay, but what is it?
Have you ever heard of a place called Blootspur?
Have I ever heard of a place called Bootspur?
No, you have not.
No, I have not. Can't say that I have.
Well, they're home to an entity known as the God Brain.
How?
Okay. Oh, I don't like where this is going.
All I'm saying is the God Brain. Everything that's happening right now, Jack, is not a coincidence.
Okay.
It's not a coincidence that you and your friends will have to go galumphing back off to Barovia in whatever sorry state it may be in now. And it's not a coincidence that the Godbrain wants your soul specifically.
If I get you this money, is that it? Are we done?
Yes, if you get me the money, I will seal the Godbrain off in Bluespur. Hell, I might even cast it off from Ravenloft as a whole and seal it in its own demi-plane.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
That's a 25.
You don't sense a hint of a lie.
Well, he's a god. So he could just be way better at lying than I can ever possibly detect.
Listen, I have several strings I can pull to make that happen. But I would just really like that money.
Okay. So I get you the money.
And
You get rid of...
I save you from the Godbrain. It's a mutually beneficial bargain.
Do I lose my powers?
No.
Well, then who's giving me the power then?
Oh, it's a weird thing with the weave. And like your
So I'm not getting my powers directly from him?
The details get a little gritty.
Okay, that's a little worrisome.
If I was there and could hear this, I would be calling so much bullshit on him right now. He's like, "You're not actually Asmodeus, are you?"
I don't know about that. Okay. So I do this thing. You know the people that the people that we're going after for this money, because you know what we're doing.
Yeah.
You know my friends are gonna want to cut. And there's only $500,000. Gold pieces. What are dollars?
I hear dollars are some worthless paper money from another plane.
That tracks. Paper? Who uses paper for money? That's stupid. I can just make paper.
It's actually cloth, but they call it paper for some reason. But anyway,
That's worse.
Politics in my D&D game?
But anyway, they're gonna want their own cut. So are you telling me I should just rob them blind?
what you do or don't do is entirely up to you.
Oh, I was afraid you were gonna say that.
I can make it easier for you when you find the money I can just show up.
Yeah, but then you'll
take it.
tell them, and then they'll know, and it'll be even worse of a problem. If you show up as if you were like, oh, haha, look at me, I'm here, and thanks for finding it, now I'm going away now, ha ha ha, and then leave, that might work. But knowing you and knowing how this will go, because you have no reason not to, you'll appear, go, haha, thanks, Jack, you did this for me, da 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 da, and then leave and take the money with you. And that does nothing for me. That means I lose this curse and also all of my friends. And I'm not a fan of that, to be honest. Do I see him anywhere, or is it just all in my head?
It's all in your head.
I know how these things go. I'm a bullshitter, and you can't bullshit a bullshitter.
Exactly. That's why I like you so much. 'Cause you know what I'm about. So, I'll see you when you find the money, and then we'll take it from there.
Oh boy.
Ciao.
I'll do what I can.
And then you feel his presence just sort of dissipate.
Fair.
Okay. So, at what time do Sonia and Ilphelodel arrive back at the manor?
However long it would take to walk back, I imagine.
Oh. It probably wasn't that far from the manor, the Temple of Corellon, so I'd say it's about,
Man, it's weird how they built this temple right next to our house, huh?
well, it's not
Ilfel?
it's not right next to your house, but I will say
They
it's
built
Like
it
right
inside
next
the-
door.
They built it around our house. We just
Yeah.
walk it right outside.
Crazy.
Wow, guys, it's nuts. They just left 5 minutes ago, and 5 minutes later, they're back.
Wow. Amazing.
But it's like an hour later. Varroth, you see Ilphelodel and Sonia walking through the front door.
You, everything okay?
Could be.
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
You kind of just rushed off.
I had some thinking to do.
Gotcha.
We went to a church.
Kind of figured that'd be normal for a monk.
I'd probably
What?
come back down at this point.
Yeah.
I don't go to church. Normally.
Church. You went to church?
Do monks normally go to church?
Yeah, monks are like religious order most of the time. I mean-
my monk order was just a bunch of dudes who like fighting. Didn't really care about any particular god. In fact, most of them were atheists.
I'd like to imagine
Wait a second.
that they were actually all religious and like there was a bunch of religious teaching and Sony just ignored all
So
of it.
I'm thinking the opposite. Sonia, are you sure you were in a monk
Yeah.
conclave and not a gang?
Yeah, no, we studied like fighting from like all different, like it wasn't like, I've heard some monk places only study like one specific way of fighting, but we were basically like a melding
Were you
pot. We
training
took in,
for
like,
MMA?
Sonia?
yeah.
Sonia?
I mean, the goal was to go and punch. The goal was to go and fight the strongest beings in the universe. To
Sonia?
I mean, there's an overarching idea that like my master tried to teach me about like learning your the truth of oneself through the art of battle and holding your spirit and mind and body until you become one. And a couple of the other teachers were like, when you get strong enough,
it was
have
a
to throw a
gang
punch.
cult. That's what you were in.
Sonia, hold on. I have a question. Does the phrase blood in, blood out mean anything to you?
Look,
Did they make you do like a weird sign with your hands where you crunkled them up and put them together?
look.
Did you have to beat somebody's ass to join?
All right, the South Side monks need to just keep their step in. All right, don't fucking go roll
There
up
it
north
is.
side, or you're gonna find some blood on your hand.
There it is.
No, we just, it was. In all honesty, I believe the people. I remember my teacher saying that the guy who started. It's a relatively newer monastery that it was only started probably about like 150 years ago, and they did tell me that like a lot of the people who started it were people who had left other monk conclaves. Didn't tell me the reasons, although I think it's like I think most of them were good. Some of them maybe got kicked out, but like, you know,
The B-Town monks run these streets.
yeah. I mean, like, the
God,
point is to go fight things and to find yourself in the heart of battle. For some people, that's, going and beating up dragons. For some people, it's going and beating up, and she puts in air quotes, gods.
Okay. Out of
Second
character real
question.
quick. Did you just fucking quote Soul Calibur at me, you absolute
No, I
badass?
didn't.
It sounded like you just fucking quoted Soul Calibur at me.
No, I didn't.
I don't believe you.
I did.
Second question. Sonia, do you know somebody named Son Goku?
No, you quoted Street Fighter. That's what you did.
No, I showed Street Fighter. Yes, I absolutely remembered. That is something Ryu says.
Yeah, because it just hit me. I just remembered. You're a nightmare person. You know that?
We go and fight things. We're the monkiest monks you've ever monked.
A fun little nerd moment. Medieval monastic monks did in fact practice martial arts of the time, like sword fighting and quarterstaff fighting, probably wrestling also. Because monks were expected to be like the people who kept and maintained all knowledge of arts and stuff like that.
That
So
they had to be self-sufficient, and part of that is defense.
God
they
damn
had
it!
they had to maintain these martial arts lineages, but also they had to not die when they traveled on the road.
You telling me I could have made up a monk backstory where the monk order I live in is just the WWE?
Basically,
I did canonize a Sword Coast Wrestling Federation.
Oh, I hate that you did that.
So I guess
punching gods.
So Sonya comes from a gang. Got it.
Punching quote unquote gods.
I mean, if you can punch them, are they really gods?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, that's like genuine, I believe. All I'm saying is maybe all Tiamat needs is one good bonk. Cut that shit out. You know?
I don't know about all that. I'm not sure. I don't.
One good smack.
Look.
One good.
If it has stat block, we can kill it.
One good kapow.
I was gonna say the Elder Worm stat block in Fizban's Treasury of Dragons disagrees with that statement.
Technically, isn't Cthulhu statted, and his damage that he deals is 1d4 cultists per round? That's just how many people he kills in a round. I think the only person that I can think of that has never been properly statted in terms of deities is the one from Planescape. What's her name? The lady?
Lady of Pain.
Yeah, they don't stat her. They just say if you go up against her, you die. That's it.
Yeah,
if
that's
you're lucky,
purpose.
you get mazed and then you die.
That's why we're not playing Planescape. That's why I get to That's why I get to eventually punch a god at some point in this story.
Honestly, I kind of think we might be a little in Planescape.
Hey,
I'm getting there.
Ilphelodel is from Sigil.
And we've already started hopping demi-planes.
If anyone pronounces it Sigil, they're wrong.
That's how the creators of that setting pronounced it.
Yes.
Yeah, and the guy that created it says it's GIF when it's GIF. So
people aren't always smart.
Death of the author. They're wrong.
Anyway,
so you tried to tell the internet how to pronounce the letter G.
I'm just gonna go mess with my graphics.
Yeah, no, I'm all on the it's a GIF wagon. But anyway, so unless there's anything else you guys want to do, I can go ahead and advance to the next day.
Good with that.
One day later.
Yeah. So, Trying to figure out what I want to do here.
A rooster crows in the distance.
Hey, Ilfeld, can you bring darts over here? I want to try something.
Sure.
Oh, no.
I bring darts over.
I want to pull out the vial of vampire blood and just kind of like hold it up to him.
Oh no.
Does anything happen?
Darts just kind of looks at it.
I guess I'd be asking Ilfo, is he doing? I don't know how you like communicate with your dudes. Does he seem weird or off?
Well, I mean, he has lumpy skin, so he does look weird and off.
Does
That
he
is
do
true.
anything weird or off?
He's got that skin job going. Ugh.
Oh yeah, he's still
Hate
skinned
that
up.
word.
You invented it. It's your fault.
Technically, Blade Runner invented it.
That's fair.
I appropriated it.
No, Darts doesn't do anything weird. He just kind of looks at the vial and looks back at Sonia and just... You get the sense that he's like, what am I supposed to do with that?
I mean, open it. No, actually, you know what? Jack would not say that. Jack would be like, "Hey, don't fucking no! Get that shit off.
That's a good idea.
You don't know what's gonna happen."
The demon jack on my shoulder said, "Open it." So like I pop
What?
one out, I pop it open. Yeah, the demon
No!
jack and the light and the angel jack on my shoulders.
No, it's Angel Jack and Demon Josh.
It's like-
Josh is like, "Yeah, fucking do
Well,
it."
it's mostly like Sonia doesn't have a good and evil version of herself, so she has to use good and evil versions of her friends.
There.
Borrow the subconscious manifestations from other people.
I'm terrified as to what Ilphelodel and Varroth would be. Like Jack,
Well,
devil, and angel.
you don't want to know what Ilfel does, but Demon and Angel Varroth just drink all the time. It's a problem. It's actually really problematic.
You know what? That's fair.
Yeah. Pop it open.
Drink and do the bad thing.
I don't want to
Drink,
give it all to
but
him,
don't
so
do
how
the
about
bad
like
thing.
I dab my finger in, take a little blood, and then like
Paint a smiley face on his forehead.
Yeah, put it on his teeth, like
Simba.
So,
Get in the gums. Get it in the gums. You know.
Sonia, when
Yeah.
you stick your finger in the blood, it feels a little coagulated.
Ew.
Like it's not 100% a liquid in this state. But yeah, you're able to rub some on his teeth, I guess. Nothing happens.
okay. I'm immune to poisons, right? Yeah.
You are immune to poison and I think disease at this point.
Hey, knock that shit off.
Hey, you fell. If something bad starts happening, can you get Varroth? Because he
Oh, no.
can heal me and shit. Okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
What is about to happen?
Because I've gotten real fucking tired of I've been honestly trying to push this narrative, and Sonia's saying this to everyone. I've been trying to push this narrative for a long time, and it just seems like every time I do, there's some kind of external force, almost like some kind of master of dungeons who just keeps fucking throwing me to the side and not letting me have any fun. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put the stop on this right now and figure, you know what? Let's just put the cards on the table and see what happens. And I'm just gonna drink the vampire blood.
Okay.
If anything happens, it happens. If it doesn't, well then I will have gotten rid of this and the vampire thing's gone.
It doesn't go down smooth, and you do choke a little bit trying to swallow it.
Oh.
It has a heavy, iron and sulfuric taste to it.
For the record, Ilphalodel's face is completely unreadable right now.
You ever drink whiskey that's been out in the sun for a day?
Yeah, and I'm betting it didn't taste anywhere near as bad as what you just did.
No, but it feels the same.
Yeah,
I'll take your word for it, because I'm not a blood drinker.
Just let you do that.
that
I
was
can't believe I just let you do that.
roughly 4 ounces of semi-coagulated vampire blood.
Yeah.
So what are we hoping to accomplish here, Sonia?
An end to this situation. Either some stuff happens or nothing happens, and I can just strike ever becoming a vampire out of the list of things to do. Because
We are finishing the Sonia vampire arc today.
that nobody except me wants to fucking even try. Heaven forbid
I just don't want you to do it.
Heaven forbid I have a little fun in this situation, right?
Oh my god.
Well, I'm just saying, don't you have the conditions you have to meet?
Yeah, but like that's never gonna happen. Who can hate me? I'm too lovable.
I have some good news for you.
Oh, sorry. You meant that, Sonia? It's hard to tolerate you sometimes, but we deal.
Nothing happens after you drink the vial.
Oh wow, I'm surprised. I really thought I was just gonna throw up right there.
Well, I mean, do you throw up? How does Sonia handle drinking blood?
I mean, if I'm immune to poison and diseases, then
If you're immune to diseases, can you even?
I mean, it can still taste bad. Like,
yeah, but remember, I also downed like an entire like 20-ounce glass of vinegar the other day.
true.
And my
Did
taste buds still
literally do
haven't
that.
recovered from that situation yet.
I will say, no. I again, this is all based on what Matt wants to do, but it depends on what rules you're going for with a vampire and whether you consider vampirism to be a disease or a curse. Because if it's a curse, yeah, you can fucking get cursed all day long. But if it's a disease, if you're immune to diseases, no, there's no way you're gonna get it.
Just want to say one thing. There are specific conditions that have to be met, and drinking random vampire blood is not one of them.
I didn't think so. So I turned to Ilpha. Yeah, so like, do you remember when we all got like the curse things that happened?
Yeah.
I touched the one, and it was like, yo, you can be a vampire, but all you gotta do is like a bunch of stuff, and like, what was it? It was like,
Ilphelodel is like closing his eyes and just taking all of this in.
you have to kill and drink the blood of someone who cares about you, and then you have to die. I think within 24 hours or something like that, you have to die to someone who hates you. I think there was a third thing, but I can't remember.
You have to like kill someone you like. You have to, don't you have to kill someone that cares about you? I thought you said you just had to drink their blood.
You have to do both.
Oh.
It's like kill and drink the blood.
Sonia, is this why I heard you planning about killing the child?
Yeah.
Are you trying to game the system?
Well, you know, like, because I don't want to kill anyone that I like. You know.
Then
so
why are you trying to be a vampire?
It's like that's a lot.
That's all vampires do is kill people they care about, and also everyone else. Can you imagine the kind of hunger you're gonna have if you try to be a vampire?
Yeah,
do you know what happens to you? Do you know what it's like? I literally walk up on Sonia. Do you know what it's like to be cursed? Do you? Because it doesn't fucking sound like it.
It's those things where it's like...
And my face, I tear my face off, and it's like... me? It's the real me. Which is...
What does the real you look like?
It is... Jack... bald, covered in like wound, like pits in his face. He's missing his nose, and he's just fucked. His face is fucked. Like,
So,
one of his eyes is white.
So like the Phantom, but turned up to 11.
Kinda, yeah. Like
Like a
he looks
Fallout
diseased.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, exactly. Do you want this? Do you want to be cursed for the rest of your life? For eternity? It's not a game! You can't just become better at punching people because you become a vampire. You become an undead monster that wants to kill and eat everyone you know and love. Forever!
Ilphelodel just side eyes darts.
For the first time, normally he tears his face off to do this. He goes like he's pulling it back down, and it cleans itself up, and he's back to what he normally looks like. Now drop the vampire shit!
Varroth has proceeded to just start chugging the bottle of whiskey as opposed to taking shots.
He puts his hat back on, and he walks off. Goes to his room.
Well, that happened.
I need a minute.
Sonia looks over and goes to the AFL. I've never wanted to become a vampire more than I do right fucking now. Like,
You better be lucky that I didn't hear that.
no, I waited until you left to say it.
Because he would have swung on you, and it would have been bad.
It's just like, it's this perfect amalgamation of just like, oh god, if I could become a vampire and then be so good at it, I could fucking lord it over Jack so fucking much.
Varroth launches a mug at Sonia, like half-heartedly, like just shut the fuck up. Like I'm not even trying to hit her. It's just like,
Yeah, I know.
I know.
That's why I did. That's why I didn't do dope monk shit of catching it and throwing it back. No, I was just like, yeah.
Ilphelodel will just say, Sonia, I think we understand each other a little bit better now.
I'm saying elves for life. Fuck everyone else, right?
Okay, so the next day, Varroth, of course, you did not go to sleep.
nope, no sleep for me.
No sleep for the Dragon Man.
You don't sleep.
Nope, it's one of my
Your newfound quirks.
yeah,
Do we know this?
Jack does. Jack has noticed.
The no sleep thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Curse, respect, curse.
So, out of Jack, Sonia, and Ilphelodel, I feel like I ask this all the time and I never fucking remember. Who probably wakes up first?
I do, because I'm downstairs usually making breakfast for other people.
Gotcha.
I would definitely be second, because Ilphelodel wakes up before the sun.
True. Good point. And then Sonia probably wakes up last, probably sleeps in a lot. I'm
sleep.
assuming.
I wait.
What are you waiting for?
Well,
It's called crash.
You'll find out. You'll
wait
find out.
for Jack to not be angry anymore.
Yeah.
Jack Angie still?
No Angie?
Actually, I don't know. Unless if Ilphelodel, like, because you only reverie for 4 hours, so if you come down as soon as you're done with that, you beat me because I have to have 8.
We'll say Ilphelodel spends like an amount of he spends like more than those 4 hours just like doing like extracurricular activities in his room.
Okay.
Is that what crazy kids call it now?
I was trying to think of some kind of jerk off joke to throw in there, but
Nice.
You gotta wax the bones.
Take all that pickle.
I hate that.
Yeah, but you're also literally doing that.
I
Otherwise,
hate that so much.
How's Dart's gonna get that nice sheen.
Oh, gross. I hate it.
I hate it more and more.
See yourself in that skull.
The further this goes, the more I hate it.
All right. So what's for breakfast today, Jack?
I probably just like some porridge and some bacon.
Okay.
Like, does a porridge bacon bowl. Maybe a little bit of toast on the side. You know what? Yeah, it's a shit on a shingle. You ever had shit on a shingle? Yeah, that's good shit. It's basically like oatmeal on toast. It's delicious. My dad used to make it. He was in the army. It's an army thing. Hang on, let me find it.
Shit on a shingle is
It's
corned
called
beef on toast.
Really? Because we always ate it as oatmeal. Huh? Yeah. I mean, because my dad didn't like to eat corned beef, so he just made oatmeal and put it on toast. Anyway,
Consisting of a cream sauce with meat in it poured over toast.
yeah, no, we never had that. So it's oatmeal over toast with bacon.
Cream chipped beef.
Well, since we're talking about disgusting breakfast foods that we all eat, I might as well bring up the toast my mom would make us, which is just some toast, and then you put butter on it, then you put peanut butter on top of that.
Actually,
delicious.
The butter's a little much, but the peanut butter that just sounds pretty good.
Yeah, but
I've done that exact combo. That's pretty good. Fattening is all hell, but pretty good.
Yeah.
For maximum death.
Maximum artery clogging.
You do butter and corn syrup mix,
God.
or
you
peanut
mean
butter
breakfast
and corn syrup.
Everyone?
Yeah.
No, I mean everyone.
I mean, yeah.
Because there's us,
Arena and yeah, everyone.
Arabelle and Arena, and what's his name? Fuck, I
Patrina.
forgot his name.
It's not Arena, Patrina.
Patrina, sorry.
Katrina.
Yeah, we left Ismark and Irina.
That's right. I get
Well,
names
Arena
confused.
turned into Tatiana, I think, and then left.
God,
She
fucking
kind of just
pieced out.
bam.
Yeah, I just make a giant bowl of oatmeal and
And then
a bunch
there's-
of toast and make a bunch of bacon, and I eat most of the bacon.
Penny and Dart don't eat, but
Um,
Axeface and Michelangelo definitely eat.
hey, you guys can feed them. That's on y'all.
Yeah, but I thought that's what the kid was taking care of.
Well, so
running
she's
day to day.
okay, so she's running the bit. So she's on top. She's running the finances. She watches over the fucking place when we're gone, and she's thinking of
No, she runs the house. She runs the business.
Everything.
I.e., she's the one that bosses around the employees when we're not here. Like, she's not doing it all on her own. She's delegating, is the way I understood it.
We walk downstairs, and she's already managed to train Axebeak and Michelangelo to like put away dishware. How is Axebeak even washing dishes? He doesn't have any hands.
You know how.
And they're really clean too. That's the worst part. He's really fucking good at it.
It's really good at it. It's weird.
So annoying.
It makes my brain hurt.
But yeah. So I make breakfast for everyone. You know, just a nice little breakfast. Nice little brekkie.
Hell yeah.
Brecky.
Ricky's.
It's not too long into breakfast that you hear a knock at the front door.
Who is it?
Okay.
Okay, Medea.
Actually, that's an old SNL joke.
Varroth, you hear just the mail.
Go get the mail.
Any bills? No solicitors. Just
Patrina, get the
sign.
mail.
Patrina and Casimir are still upstairs.
I go get the mail.
Everyone else does jobs except what do you two do?
I go get the mail.
Oh wait, no. Make a
Biddy get the mail.
What's her name? Fucking.
No, wait.
What's her name? Yeah, right. Yeah,
no,
I
hang
forgot
on.
her name because it's a bad name.
Arabelle?
No, the fucking person who's like shacking with us for a few days. 'Cause she had nowhere to go.
Matilda.
Yeah.
Matilda. Yeah, but she had a bad name, didn't she?
Yeah, it was
Like,
Black
Black-
Viper.
Black Viper.
Viper.
Yeah.
Hey, Black
Get-
Viper, get the mail.
Get Dark Mamba to get some of the mail, right? Like,
Dark Mamba.
Are we shacking up with Kobe Bryant now?
Matilda just looks at Jack, just says, "Don't yell that out loud."
hey, look, it's Matilda. Matilda's here. See, nobody cares.
Who cares?
We got Dotson over here.
God.
Fucking, I love Jurassic Park. Anyway, Matilda
You didn't say the magic word.
Matilda goes to the front door, grabs the mail, and brings it back over to the counter. She's just flipping through the envelopes. She just says, "This one's addressed to Jack.
Yeah, mail.
This one's also addressed to Jack.
Yeah, what? Mail?
This one is also addressed to Jack.
He's the only one who gets
mail.
Makes sense. I haven't changed my PO box.
And this one's addressed to Varroth.
What?
My mail. I steal it.
Wait,
No.
I get mail? I'm not getting any mailing lists.
Only I get mail in this house.
So Jack, the first envelope that you open, it's junk mail. It's someone trying to sell you shit.
Okay.
We said no solicitors.
Anything good?
I throw it in the air and Eldritch blast it.
You hit it and it disintegrates and it's glorious.
Yeah.
And then Pity comes over with a little broom and sweeps it up.
Damn right.
Perfect.
The second envelope you open is from Lair Silverhand.
Hooray! But that would probably not be addressed to me, right? It would be addressed to Strahd.
Shit. Forgot about that.
It's alright.
Yes.
But the address
through
was for
his
here. The address was for here.
I would love for us to get out into the world, right? He gets to the party and everybody knows Strahd is Jack, and they just go along with it.
Hello, Strahd. By the time you're reading this, we have your house surrounded by policemen. Please come out because we know that you're not Strahd.
They just think that like your Strahd persona is like some crazy nobleman thing that you do.
But no, the whole point of me having the background that I do is that I can do this shit. That's the whole point. No, fuck you. I'm talented. I'm special.
That's the first one. No, I'm good at what I do.
I'm good at it. Good at it! Start screaming, good at it. Stomps upstairs, good at it! Matthew, what does the letter say?
Are we done with Jack's little meltdown there now?
It says, oh god, fuck. It says, Dear Mr. Strahd, I've received your recent inquiry for invitation to have an audience with me, and I have decided to accept that invitation, or allow... See, this is the problem with me coming up with shit on the spot. I'm bad at words.
Grant
Dear
your request.
Strahd,
We have...
The house
I have
of-
granted your request for audience.
There we go.
It will take place in 2 days.
Jack reads that part and just does a little cabbage patch on the spot. Yeah.
see,
Oh yeah. Vital to the
You
mission.
love me.
If you shall request accompaniment to the castle, we can appoint you a carriage.
Ooh, you even get to go in style.
I look forward to our sit down.
Well, I take the letter and I put it away, and I stomp back downstairs, and I grab Ilphelodel by the arm. I go, "We're going shopping!" And I drag him out and slam the door behind me.
Okay.
you're going clothes shopping.
Now,
Wait.
then I turn and look at Ilphelodel. Now, Ilphelodel, I need something posh and gothic. Can you
I'm
help
on
me
it.
with these? And I was
Now,
just like a bloodhound, I just follow behind Ilphelodel.
I am a little angry because Ilphelodel, he's pointed himself out as like fantasy hot topic, and the person here who is actually a noble person.
No, but I want fantasy hot topic though. That's what I want.
And that's funny because that's exactly what I plan on giving to you.
Nice.
Is a fantasy hot topic.
Oh, bad.
And you know where in Waterdeep it would be situated?
Where is that?
Across from the graveyard.
In the trades ward, right outside the City of the Dead graveyard.
Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna give you 2 looks, and I would I would like to request one of these 2 looks.
Before you do that,
Mm-hmm.
Varroth, the envelope that had your name on it was also junk mail. Carry on.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay. Either this version of Gary Oldman as Dracula, or rather, not preferably, I would actually like that one more, but I would also accept. Hang on. This version of Gary Oldman as Dracula. Either one works for me.
Do you want Mr. Burns or Mr. Smithers?
Basically. I wouldn't call the other one Mr. Smithers, but yeah. The idea is posh, uptown Victorian, gothic bullshit.
I want
like really nice blue glasses.
Ilphel, hear my psychic thoughts. Put him in a Cure t-shirt and as many belts as you can.
Why are we
So he's just gonna look like a Tetsuya Nomura character.
I want him to be a Kingdom Hearts villain.
Do you want Pizza Cutter Man, but gothic? Is that what you're looking for?
Say that. Ansom's
was,
default costume's pretty dope. That's a good vampire-esque costume.
I was thinking this.
No. I don't want to be Johnny Depp's Dracula. That's gross. Yes, but I want the top hat and the glasses too. Like I'll
You can do that with that look. Arguably, I would say it makes it even more ridiculous if you take the top hat with that look.
Listen, it's that or it's the Crow. No in between.
No, just go classic. Right? Now picture that with a top hat. Makes it look real good, don't it? Oh, this plays real well for audio.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. Yeah.
It's a picture of Nosferatu.
It is just Nosferatu. It is
just Nosferatu.
Just good old Nosferatu.
Now picture Nosferatu with a top hat and a mustache.
A Dick Dastardly mustache.
Exactly. He can twirl it.
Is that Brennan Lee Mulligan? Who? No. Look, we're getting off track. Young Gary Oldman or old Gary Oldman. There is no in between. I want to be one of these two.
My vote is young Gary.
My vote's old. I want him to just be Mr. Burns. Like
he is very Mr. Burns. I think that's on purpose, though.
I cast my vote for old.
Oh no!
Well, it looks like I'm outvoted.
What are we doing? Not yet. Ilphelodel, what do you vote for? Because I'm voting for young.
I vote adjacent for Dark Shadows.
God damn it.
Like, Mr. fucking, oh, I'm so good at my job. I want him to work with this. Just.
So bad, though. It was a joke. I made a joke.
Shouldn't have.
Want it. All right.
You know
That's
what?
it, everyone.
Listen, the joke that you made is not going to be any better than the joke I'm about to make for the name of the shop.
Viewer, call in now to decide which outfit you want me in the next episode. All right, what's the name of the shop?
Ilphelodel, you find yourself in the trade ward, right outside the walls to the City of the Dead. And there is a clothing shop that's dark, macabre. Seems like where all the cool kids hang out. And it's called Black Veil Basilisks.
That's not a bad.
Yeah, we're gonna go find
bad
another
name.
shop. Come on, Jack.
All right.
I hate
You go right next door to Frock Me Amadeus.
Oh my god. I don't get it. I don't get the joke. What's
Black
wrong
Veil
with-
Black Veil
Brides.
Brides.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
They're an emo band.
I see. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go to the other store then.
I'm just kidding. We'll go in. It's perfect.
Technically, I could probably find a very vampire look based on my characters.
Yeah, but I have a
whole
question.
thing.
Like, why? Why are you trying to put your fake Strahd as a vampire?
Because I don't want to be fucking Mr. Burns, okay?
It's so weird that you're like, Sonia, vampire is evil. Meanwhile, make me the most vampirous that's ever vampire.
Listen,
There's a difference between looking like one and actually being
one.
this is true.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
For vampires, that's a huge difference.
I could technically just go with the vampire costume from Assassin's Creed Syndicate that Jacob Fry actually possesses because my character is based on Jacob Fry. That would actually be perfect. But no, we're going Mr. Burns, goddammit. We're doing it.
Damn straight.
We'll do it. We'll do it live.
Yes.
Oh my god, don't ever say that again.
All right.
Alright.
I'm
So,
home.
Inside,
Already?
it's the shop is full of all these different like dark clothing all around. There are some splashes of color, but they're mostly ironic.
Oh, that makes sense. Man, Asmodeus worship, he wasn't wrong. He wasn't kidding. They really picked up a bit.
Yeah, there are little pins and like keychains that are like chibi,
Knickknacks.
like
Really?
little chibi Asmodeuses.
I fucking hate this.
I was just about to say, oh my god, if Asmodeus' big reveal was that he's just gotten really in touch with the youth, and so it's like it's a big revelation of a lot of kids wanting to dress up
And I realize
like gothic.
And I realize now this is less of a fantasy Hot Topic and more like a mixture of Hot Topic and Spencer's.
They're basically the same thing.
Almost.
Oh
yeah.
man, Asmodeus, like he's got my vote.
I walk in, I'm just like,
Asmodeus
you
is hip
made
with
as-
the teens.
Yeah.
we walk in and I say, just don't go to the back of the shop.
Yeah,
I love
no.
that you
Okay.
have made Asmodeus like just this sleazy, like marketing genius.
Yeah.
It's real fucked up. I don't like it.
Damn, I can't believe you guys saw through the bullshit I made up on the spot.
You know what, DM? I'm just gonna say, you need to be real careful because Jack tried to be all funny and haha, and now he's Mr. Smithers. So you better be real careful, or we're gonna push this. Asmodeus is just like the owner of every Spencer's,
That's
super hard.
It'll happen to you.
But yeah, the person working the counter is they kind of look like a low rent Brendan Urie.
I don't know who that is.
He's the singer of Panic at the Disco.
Oh, okay.
God
I assume
damn
so.
this place. God damn you.
So he's a disinterested youth.
Hello.
No, he's not. Because Brandon Urie's old as fuck. Because I remember seeing Panic at the Disco posters when I was a teenager. And
Hello, youth.
There's a picture.
I
I
would
posted
like-
a picture of Brendan Urie in the chat.
I would love. Wow, he's got a neck that just don't fucking
he
quit,
was
huh?
born, yeah, he
Holy
was born,
shit!
like, he was born 2 years. He's 34. He's like a year older than me. He's not a disinterested youth.
Jake, stop posting pictures of fucking Nicolas Cage as a vampire. Stop it.
It's really funny
that
though.
last picture of Nicolas Cage is absolutely what you're coming out of this with.
God, you know what? Yeah, I'm willing
Oh,
to retract my
no.
vote. If like as much as I love Mr. Burns vampire, if we can get Nicolas Cage vampire instead, I am
Oh,
100% for it.
With the fucking blue jeans and the cowboy boots?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's either that or it's gonna be his costume from like the Sorcerer's Apprentice. All right.
Oh god, no. No, I hate this. Brendan Urie looks like a man who was made for popped collars. He could have like 25 popped collars on that fucking giraffe neck. Holy shit. Anyway, that's mean. I shouldn't say that. Oh god, really? No. We're going Mr. Burns.
Oh my god! He's just Arden from Final Fantasy 15!
Holy shit, he is! Oh my god! He is just Arden! Oh, I never thought about that!
Oh
Man!
Holy
Fucking
shit!
you stole that design!
They stole fucking...
I need to save these pictures so I can post them when this episode goes up.
Holy shit! It's just Arden!
It's so nuts, man! That's
Okay.
so nuts!
Okay, calm down. Calm down.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Oh, it hurts so much. Oh, I'm in so much pain right now. Holy shit.
Well, hey, if we're being honest, isn't Arden basically Nick Cage anyway, personality-wise?
Kinda.
Like,
Oh my god.
So,
Oh.
you're in the shop, you see the low-rent Brendan Urie.
Greetings, youth. I require clothing.
I just said he's like our age. You're like, hello, young person.
He just kind of looks up and he just says, yeah, can I help you with something?
I need to find something both posh and goth. Gothic. I don't think goth is a thing. Gothic.
It can be.
Is gothic a thing in
It can be.
fifth in
Doesn't
the Forgotten
matter.
Realms?
It doesn't matter. He says, yeah, towards the back we do have some trench coats, some dusters,
Mm-mm.
a couple of tricorn hats if that's more your speed.
No, I'm visiting royalty. I don't think a tricorn hat is gonna do it.
Oh,
I need something that
visiting
flows
royalty.
a
And
bit.
are you meeting with King Shit of Fuck Mountain?
I love this guy. We are making him one of our new party members.
No. That's no. What? Gross.
It's a joke.
I'll just go find what I need, and I'm going to pick out the Mr. Burns fucking Dracula outfit.
All right.
From the
Hold on,
costume kids
hold on.
section.
hold on. Wig and all?
Oh, I can make the wig. Like I just
Okay.
do my face like the wig and the makeup.
Yeah, you do have a
I don't look like
disguise
a
kit.
pale old man. I look like a young. I don't need a disguise kit. I can literally just make myself look like that.
True.
But I don't. I'm not pale like that. I'm like. I just have the hair in the fucking asshole, like the two butts, and
The boob hair.
I have my mouth painted. You know, I have a little bit of lipstick on, a little bit of eyeshadow.
Okay.
You know, I'm doing this in the mirror at the place, like looking at it over and looking at the flowing robes and like making sure it all fits nice. And I got some dangly chains, you know, like or not chains, but like a gold necklace and like some rings. You know, just looking nice, like a lord would.
Yeah, you pick out a pretty snazzy looking outfit, and when you bring it back, the cashier will ring you up, and just says, okay, that'll be about. That's gonna be about 15 gold pieces.
Okay, yeah, I could do that. I'll hand him 17 and tell him to keep the change.
I appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
No problem, fellow youth.
And make sure you tell the King of Fuck Mountain that I said hi.
I certainly will. 17.
And
Okay.
with-
Yep.
and
Got
with
it.
that, you leave the shop.
All right. I'm gonna just put one Mr. Burns Dracula costume.
And that.
All right. So what is Sonia and Varroth up to?
I'm just kind of chilling around since there's nothing really I have to do for this build up so far.
Right.
When I went downstairs, you were drinking.
Yeah,
When I
I'm
came
still
up,
drinking.
you were and when I came up, you were drinking. So do you just drink all night?
You say that like it's a bad thing.
I mean, a little. Do you not get drunk? Like I can't get drunk anymore.
Oh no, I'm not like slamming them back all night. It's just like a shot here, a shot there.
Oh, one thing. I'm sorry. One thing, real quick. When I'm checking out the robes and like trying them on, I'm going to take the robe of useful things that I have, and I'm gonna put that on so that I can reach it. So like, I have the robe of useful things on, and then the other robe over that,
Oh,
just in case.
you gotta remind me when you get back. Remind me.
What?
I got my scarf that you can change its shape.
I don't need that. I can literally do that at will.
Yeah, but okay, fine. Fuck you then. All right, I was trying to give you
I
something
can
that's
do
like
it at
all
will,
cool.
but thank you. I said thank you.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But I can do it at will.
So like, is this like a dragonborn thing?
No,
'Cause,
this
like-
is a me thing.
Okay. Is there anything you want to talk about, buddy?
No, not really.
Because I haven't met a lot of people who drink. I've met no one who drinks as much as you, if I'm being honest, and not like oh, you're a hard drinker, like a lot. Like, I don't know how we still have that much alcohol in the house.
I don't drink that much.
And now I want someone to go through the podcast and point out every single time Varroth has ended a thing with, and then I take a big drink.
Yeah.
Send it in to us at Twitter at ambiguouspod.
Yeah, I don't know much about Dragonborn. They weren't really prevalent around here. Yeah, I established that we're close to here, but we're not here. So I could say that there's probably not a lot of Dragonborn.
Where you're from specifically, probably not. I mean, like, you've seen them before, but you've definitely not been around them as much as you have been recently.
Yeah, this would be a good chance to, like, learn. So, like, And Sonia pulls out a book, a little journal, and she's like, so, like, are you guys, like, how similar are you guys to, like, humans? In terms of, like, anatomy. You don't need to get, like, nasty, just, like,
You're asking the wrong person. I was a hermit for most of my life.
Yeah, but, like, do you have, like, a heart, 2 lungs?
You have a dick.
Like, a rib cage?
I would assume I have all the standard humanoid features.
Do you find, like, is your tail any more sensitive than your other extremities? How hard is it how hard is your scales? Are they tough? Are they about flesh level of toughness, or are they a bit harder?
Sonia, are you trying to get at something?
No, I'm trying to figure out your physiology. And then I point out my notebook. See, I write down, like, all the different races I come across so that I know how to, like, punch them.
Aha. So you want to know weaknesses?
Yes.
That's what.
Also strengths. It's good to watch out for stuff. Yeah, do you guys have, like, I notice you have claws, but are they, like, sharp? Or are they just, like...
Nah, they're not anything, like, I can use as a weapon. Not any more than, like, a regular human. I was gonna say you, but, you punch things for a living, so your hands are a little different.
You spit stuff. Can all Dragonborns do that, or is that just, like, a...
Yeah, but it depends on our lineage. Like, I spit acid, some of us breathe fire, some do lightning. Depends on which dragon we get our bloodline from.
Oh, I'm gonna write that down. So everyone can spit something. Dragons have different colors. Is that, like, the same with you guys? Like, your colors designate, like...
Yeah, pretty much.
This is great. I'm gonna fucking... Man,
Also, what's your last 4 digits of your social security number and all of your fears?
I'm gonna need your credit card number and those 3 wacky digits on the back.
God.
You're a hermit. Why are you a hermit? I'm sorry, that sounded... Let me... Hang on. And so he stops. He goes, let me rephrase that. You've mentioned how you're a hermit. Is there any particular reason why you're a hermit?
Not that I feel like getting into right now.
Okay, well, I fucking tried. You know what? Me and Ilpho had a good shot. You and Jack... Okay, whatever. I tried. Fucking put up or shut up, lizard boy. Let's fucking drink. Think you got it?
You're gonna have you drink off?
Yeah, sure.
There are rules for doing that, I believe.
This episode was supposed to be backstory central, but the lizard man has said fuck that. So let's go.
Well, no, that's literally one of Varroth's things is he doesn't open up about it.
Yeah, I know. That's why. That's why I'm doing this. This was truthfully, I wanted to have a drink off all along. I only pretended to be cared about your backstory. What are the rules?
Yeah, I'm looking
I
them
can't
up.
get poisoned, so that's got to put me. I can't be poisoned, so that's got to put some favor into me.
I don't know. It depends on.
But my constitution, I don't think is great, so I think he's got me beat there.
I
Depends
don't
on how you view drinking.
Here's the thing. I don't think, like, the disease part, I don't think it's that you can't get drunk.
Is it like you can't have your liver fail?
It'd be more like, yeah, you couldn't become an alcoholic, you wouldn't get a hangover.
I've always established it kind of like Wolverine, where it's like, it's not that you can't get drunk, it's just that you won't feel the negative effects, and you probably have to go super hard to get drunk.
Yeah. Although I would assume the tolerance thing would be, like, yeah, that'd be, like, do you drink regularly? Because it
Well, Sonia, what's your constitution like?
Do you want modifier or total?
Total.
14.
Okay, so that's a plus
Not
2,
bad.
right? Or is that a plus 1?
It's a
Plus
plus
that's
two.
a +1. Or is it
14 is a
+2?
+2. Yeah.
It's a
Plus
+2, okay.
Varroth, what's your constitution like?
15.
Which is also a plus 2.
Yeah. I had the cutoff at the wrong spot.
It's like, well, how do you want to play it? Because, like I said, it's like he's also got experience on me. So does that give him an edge?
It's a good point. You know what? Why don't you let's just do constitution save contests?
With progressively harder and harder.
DCs, yeah. So go ahead and both of you roll me constitution saving throws.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Oh no, that sounds good.
Cannot be serious. You do this to me, game? You do this to me?
21.
It's a 3.
Okay.
Plus 2 is like 5. Fucking. I don't need a pity.
Yeah, Sonia, you're
roll.
like, whoa. That hit a little too hard. And Varroth, you're just like, this is fine. This is normal for me.
Oh, the dragon
You're writing
blood.
a check your ass can't cash there, Missy?
The vampire blood's kicking in. Oh.
Sure. Whatever excuse you want to use.
Go ahead and roll another one.
18.
Stop it, please. Stop it. That's
He's
a 2
already dead.
That's a 2 plus 2. That's a 4.
See, I love this. Like, that
So
Sonia went to talk shit and is just shot. Oh, God. Shot. Fuck.
You can't tell me what to do. I'm good.
Sonia, you're feeling the effects a lot more. You're like, oh, are there 2 Varroths?
I don't care how much backup you bring.
I swear to
It'll
things
never
as
be
drunk
enough.
I am.
And
It'll
Varroth,
never be enough.
Varroth, you do feel a little buzz coming on. And then go ahead and roll me another constitution saving throw, both of you.
Stop.
19.
Sonia, I'm sorry, 3 strikes, you're out.
Literally rolled a 3, a 2, and then a 1.
Wow.
Sonia face plants into the bar.
Sonia's just like, what? Wait. Poof.
Wow.
And then Ilphelodel and Jack, you guys come back, you see Sonia's face down on the counter. And Varroth's just like, eh.
She took 3 shots, guys.
Damn. I mean, like punches? Like Jesus.
No, 3 shots of whiskey.
Jesus Christ.
Somebody put a cloak on her and a pillow under her head. Shit,
Nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm
The
good.
fellow will just put like
Walk
we'll just
upstairs.
take like a bag like a bag of coffee beans and just put it under her head as like a pillow.
That'll work. That'll work.
Sonia, you do smell the sweet smell of coffee. But you're also just fucked.
Just God
That
damn
way,
it.
when she wakes up, she can make herself some coffee for the hangover.
Yeah.
Right.
Fucking dice gods giveth and taketh.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
dice gods giveth, and they taketh away.
But
I
mostly
really
they take it away.
Really was hoping to get something out of that, man.
A lot of taking away.
I love how that ended up going. Like, all right, fine, fuck it, let's drink. Thud.
I want all of you to make perception checks. Sonia, you have to make yours with disadvantage.
Whoops.
23. Dice gods are liking me tonight.
Mine's bad.
Oh, yeah, mine's bad too. That's an 11. 1 plus 11. That's a 12.
I'm proficient in profession.
Yeah?
I am proficient in perception. God damn it. So the first one was a 20. 20.
A 20?
Yeah.
Even with disadvantage?
Yeah, the first one was a 13 plus 7, and the second one was an 18 plus 7.
Damn. Okay.
I'm good at perception. I told you, I'm proficient in perception.
Yeah? Alright. Sonia and Varroth, you guys hear a scuffle coming from upstairs.
Guys, upstairs now. Something's
And I
wrong.
was already heading upstairs to put my stuff away.
I am Wolf of Wall Streeting my way up the stairs.
I don't know what that means.
Me neither.
Do you know Leo in the car?
I've never seen Wolf of Wall
Never
Street.
seen that movie.
Damn
Nope.
it. There's a really funny scene where he is drunk off his skunk and he's trying to get
Oh, he's
to his
more
car.
than drunk.
Oh yeah, he's gone. Like, and so he's just like he's like limping his body over the car, using his feet to try to open the door. Weekend at Bernie'sing. Weekend at Bernie's.
Okay. Okay, now
Got
you got me. I don't know what that says about me that I understand Weekend at Bernie's but not Wolf of Wall Street, but
Means you're a man of culture.
the scuffling is coming from Casimir and Patrina's room.
I'm
Okay.
assuming I hear that as I'm going up the stairs, so I head that
I
way.
summon Shadow Blade and I throw the door open.
Hold on. Before this gets any more awkward, do we hear scuffling and moaning?
I was
They are
gonna
brother
say
and
They
sister, so I
are
hope not.
siblings.
oh,
That
okay.
don't
I
mean
didn't-
shit.
I didn't know
It
that.
does on
and I-
this Christian channel.
It sure does.
This
Just-
good Christian podcast.
So for maximum,
Shadow Blade, throw the door open.
I want Jack and Varroth to use Sonia as a battering ram to open the door. Otherwise, I'm not getting in that room.
That's fair.
I was gonna let you sleep it off.
Well, Ilphelodel was going to throw open the door with Shadow Blade summon, so... Okay. Inside Ilphelodel, the room is just in shambles. It's disheveled. You see in the corner, Casimir and Patrina are kind of tied together back to back in the corner, and they're gagged.
Oh,
And you don't see anybody else in the room. And they're just kind of looking at you panicked like...
Hold on. Is there a window in this room?
There are 4.
Okay.
I'm drunk. I throw my searing sunburst in the middle of the room.
Okay?
I can get away with this because I'm drunk, and I
I
can't
was-
Switch the Shadow Blade around for anything that might be invisible.
I'm gonna run up and untie the people like a human being
Alright,
would.
hang on. Let's handle this one at a time.
Actually, I take that back. I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Detect magic? Okay.
Yes.
You do see 4 invisible figures.
Oh, motherfuckers.
Guess what? My searing sunburst hits a 20-foot radius sphere, which you cannot tell me this room is bigger than 20 feet.
Oh, it's gonna hit me though.
It's
And
not
everyone
big.
has to make a Constitution saving throw or take 2d6 radiant damage.
Well, actually, I want you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I want everyone to make a Constitution
I want
saving.
you to make one first. I'm gonna
No,
see
you
if
do
you
it.
have. I'm gonna see if you
I'll
have the
do
wherewithal to cast the spell or to use your
Come
key.
on, big number.
Right, because you're.
That's
That makes sense.
That's not a d20. Thank you, thing. So 16.
16. I'm afraid that's not enough.
Yeah, I would say what a good thing to do there is, since she is drunk, oh shit, monks don't have a spell save DC.
No, I'm just setting a DC based on how drunk she is.
Gotcha. Because I was gonna say have her do a concentration check to her spell save DC.
Then my rationale here is that she's too drunk to concentrate on using key.
So
That
here's
makes
No,
sense.
no, that makes sense.
I
Sonia
no longer
throws
have
her
Shadow
saving
Blade
throw.
since I am concentrating on detect magic.
It explodes.
But that's fine.
All the bad guys die. Everyone's cheering Sonia, and then it cuts to it, and I'm face down and as I'm vomiting on the floor.
My power is in maximum.
The grace.
I just imagined Keyleth from one of the episodes of Legend of Vox Machina.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm running in there. Like, I don't notice this. I'm running in there and untying people.
All right, Ilphelodel, what does Shadowblade do? What are you doing with it? I'm sorry.
Shadow Blade dissipates because I have to switch concentration to detect magic.
Ah, okay. So the Shadowblade just kind of disappears from your hands. Like I said, you see the 4 invisible figures. They appear humanoid to you.
I don't think detect magic would do that.
If it's invisibility magic,
It would just tell them that there's illusion magic in the room. Because otherwise, what's the point of the spell see invisibility?
Good point. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, it does say in the spell description, if you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature.
Could he tell that magic was cast in the room?
Yeah, there's definitely something magical in this room, and it's illusion magic of Felidel.
So basically, we have an idea that there's something going on.
Yeah. If it wasn't evidenced by Cass and Petrina being tied up.
Well, like, they're still here
Oh, yeah.
going on.
Could I instead, because my thought was casting detect magic to detect invisible things, but Ilphelodel being a super intelligent wizard with a 20 intelligence, would he know that is not a thing that he can actually do?
Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll give you that.
So can I instead cast Unseen Servant? And I want to summon my Unseen Servant. Just says range 60 feet. Doesn't say that I have to in an unoccupied space on the ground within range. Okay, yeah. So I want to cast Invisible or Unseen Servant. And as a bonus action, I can mentally command it to move up to 15 feet and interact with objects. It can do simple tasks, but it can't attack or anything.
Okay.
And basically, like, I kind of like take stock of what's going on. I don't really understand, but I'm gonna use Unseen Servant to like basically like some ghosts like come out of the corner of the room, and they just start like untying the bindings on.
I'm grabbing the gag on Petrina and just be like, "What's going on? Who did this to you?"
Alpha, we've been compromised.
And I've just got Shadowblade like up.
Okay.
Just
Plan Omega.
ready to
The
bonk
fort's been
something.
compromised. Burn it all. Burn it down.
When you ungag Petrina, she just says, I think they're some kind of assassins.
Where are they? Did they leave?
I think they're still here.
I'm gonna draw the blade. I'm gonna summon the blade and ignite it and look around the room.
I got a quick question that I need a DM ruling on.
Yeah.
If I cast Fog Cloud, I'm assuming the windows are open.
There's one window open. No, two. Two windows open.
Is there a breeze coming through the room?
A little bit.
If I cast Fog Cloud, would we be able to see them by the fog moving around them?
Let me do a quick Google search.
And while you're thinking of that, could I like use some key points or something to try to like shake off the alcohol?
What are you trying to do?
Just like give myself so I up, you know?
Wants to know if he can use key points to sober himself.
Yeah.
Or
at least attempt to. I was trying to think. I know as elves I can do something, but it's against like charmed. I can like shake off stuff like that. And that's not. I don't think alcohol is called charmed.
It can help charm.
I can't be put to sleep. That's interesting. I need to remember that.
Yeah, you can't magically be charmed or put to sleep.
Keep that in mind.
You know,
I can't be put to sleep.
You know
period.
what? You know what, Sonia? I say, I'll rule that you can use, let's say, 2 key points. That seems fair to me. To like help sober you up a bit. And also for thinking of that, I want to give you a point of inspiration. You can re-roll any d20 roll.
Hey, cool.
Oh, cool.
So,
Yeah, use your key to purge the alcohol. It's a cool idea.
I want to use my inspiration to go back in time and re-roll that fucking alcohol roll.
Unfortunately, that's not how that works. As far as fog cloud interacting with invisible things, I'm gonna make a ruling that says it makes it easier to perceive something invisible, but it doesn't mean like, oh, you see them. If that makes sense. Like, you might be able to catch like a glimpse of something moving in the fog.
Okay, so it doesn't really help. Gotcha.
Okay, how many windows? You said there's 4 windows?
There are 4 windows, 2 of them are open.
2 of them open. Okay. Playing time. Thinking, wow, alcohol really helps me like focus. Fuck, is this why you drink all the time? Okay, each of us like and then I close the door and say, Ilphelodel, use your unseen servant to guard the door, and then each of us guards one of the windows, and then they can't get out.
Where are they?
I can't see them.
I asked Katrina. Like, are they upstairs, downstairs? Where was the last time you saw them?
I figured it was there. She said they're still in the room. She said they're still here.
Yeah, we had to open the door to get in. I would assume they're still in here.
They're still in here.
In the room? And I start swinging. Just swinging around behind her.
All right.
I pull out a knife and hold it to my palm, and I say, surrender, drop whatever this is, or I will summon a demon in this room right now.
Listen to me. He is not joking. He has done this before with us in the same room.
Do I have anything for this?
He is not fucking around.
Well, while you think of that, I think that's a good place to end the episode. So next episode, we might start with combat. Ilphelodel might enact Plan Omega. We'll just have to find
scare
out.
them shitless.
Yeah, that too. So, thank you guys so very much for listening to this episode of the podcast. If you like it, rate us 5 stars and give us a review on iTunes or Spotify, because they let you do that now. You can find us on Twitter @AmbiguousPod, Facebook.com/AmbiguousPod. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, Moral Ambiguity Podcast. Just give that a good old search. And if you know any friends that like D&D and like goofy shenanigans types of D&D, send them a link. Send them the link tree, actually. I never mentioned the link tree ever. It's linktr.ee/moral ambiguity. And there they can click on it and find the links to all of the various platforms that we're on. Like, I just remembered that we're on iHeartRadio.
Nice, I didn't know that.
And Google Podcasts. We're probably on, like, a ton of other shit that I don't know about. So,
Cool.
yeah, thank you guys so very much for listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Later.